So on this dreary Memorial Day weekend, the Hallowell Pride Alliance has announced that the Grand Marshal for their 2025 Pride Parade is going to be all the members of the LGBTQI community who have served in the military or are serving now. So this is I think really a great idea. It's good honor for them, though they honor us more by their service. And I think it's timely because the Trump administration is kicking out thousands of trans service members and men and women who have decided to serve their country, and which is, to my mind, all we need to know about that person, quite frankly. Whoever that, all those people, they made that choice when most don't. But it does put me in mind of Albert Cashier. Now you might say, who's Albert Cashier? Albert Cashier is a Civil War veteran, served in the 95th Illinois Infantry, was in the Vicksburg campaign, the Red River campaign, lots of marching, lots of fighting there. Probably more marching than fighting, if we're honest. But Albert was born June Irene Hodgers in Ireland, and 19 years later enlists in the Union Army, the United States Army, in 1862, and serves all that time, keeping his birth sex a secret. And after the war, continued to live as a man. So we'd probably reckon that Albert was a trans man. I'll refer to him as a he for that reason. The thing is, though, what I find interesting, it's remarkable. All Civil War veterans, if you stuck it out for that long, you did some stuff, and you are a sturdy individual, and wow, just wow. And the thing is, though, it's how the story ends that I find interesting. And Albert goes on, lives his life as a man, has jobs, and eventually in his old age has to go into a retirement home. And then eventually, as his mental faculties decline, as unfortunately they do for a lot of folks, was put in a mental institution, which, 1914, 12, I don't know exact date, but wow, it couldn't have been good. There they discover that he was born a woman, and they predictably make him wear women's clothing, and so it's not happy at that point. But here's the interesting part. The government finds out about it. Says, we've been paying veterans benefits to this person. And they investigate. And they establish beyond doubt, and, it's the government investigating with money on the line, so, we're pretty sure they were thorough, that, no, this is the person that served, right? So there's no doubt, one, Albert was born a woman, and two, Albert did what, served as he did. And the government kind of shrugged it off. Said, okay, technically fraudulent enlistment, but that's okay. We're going to keep the payments continued. Then when Albert died, the Grand Army of the Republic, which was the veterans organization, very big deal, very big organization, they well-funded. Before there was a VA, there was a GAR, and they are in charge of the funerals. And so they have a decision to make, are we going to have a funeral for this person? And I don't know how much of a quandary that put them in. They might have shrugged it off. They might have kept it quiet. But I know in any decision-making, any debate within the organization, I know in my bones how it ended. Somebody said something to the effect of, anybody who marches those miles, bivouacs those nights, starves with the rest of the army, and then fights side to side, well, that person is my brother. I don't care how they were born, right? And yes, it's a little gendered, but these are guys. This is the thing. These are people in 1915 who were old enough to have fought in 1860. Not a woke crowd, but one that understood a truth, that a veteran is a veteran Full stop. Sadly, this is lost on some people nowadays.